Hey there, survivors. How's it going? Long time no see. Well, for me at least. For you guys, you're probably seeing some older videos that I recorded that I'm just now getting around to editing. But I have been doing a ton of work as of recent on the museum, and I am happy to announce that it is pretty much ready. Now, this is just going to be the temporary location. It's going to be a lot of work, but we're working on somewhere next door that's going to be a lot more open, a lot more diverse, more photo op areas, a lot of really cool stuff in mind. But for now, I wanted to go ahead and show you guys an update on the current collection and let you all know that if you're interested in coming to check out this collection, it will be free to the public. I'm not charging any entrance fee. There's no specific date that you have to be here. Just come on down and enjoy it. And it's going to be pretty much Saturdays and Sundays only. So that's the one stipulation. We're only open on the weekends. But aside from that, we are pretty much ready with at least the temporary collection display. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. So here in the corner, we have Ronald and the classic Ronald bench, a few games in the arcade corner, and back here, hiding right next to Barbie, we have the life-size Michael that was in front of the Myers house. I don't really have anywhere else to put him, so he lives here for now. And the screen use Killer Clown's Cotton Candy Cocoon display is right there. Initially, it was going to be in the collection room, but I actually don't have space for it. So for now, we're going to leave it right there. There's also a nice life-size Krampus animatronic here. Don't want to get too close or else I'll trigger him. Oh, there we go. All right, better back away. He's triggered. All right, let's go check out the actual collection. Here we are. Guys, this has been a long time coming. We've talked about it. We mentioned that a museum was in the works. Many of you thought it would never happen, even myself included at different times, but here we are. I guess I'm just going to keep spinning around, giving you guys a quick view of what it looks like in here, and then we'll go over some more things. All right, I guess let's start at the door over here. We have the life-size Jason Goes to Hell costume that I made, except for the hood, which is now a hood, and the hockey mask. These were done by Brandon Scott Murphy, aka Sculptor Die. The rest of this, all me. I actually need to go back and do some more weathering on the Jason costume because I had to wash it after wearing it multiple times this season, and it took away quite a bit of the weathering. So I need to go back and touch him up. Up here we've got the Jason Goes to Hell cast and crew sweater. Really cool. Kind of hidden back here to some degree, we have the Wes Craven signed Scream 4 production mask. There's the screen-used hero knife from Scream Resurrection. Right in front of it, we have the Movie Mold Part 7 Jason makeup. And the Red 7 blank kind of fell over. I need to unlock this and fix that. Next to that, we have this Halloween 2 Michael Myers mask with Kirk lineage that was done by Jimmy Falco. Not a whole lot of Myers stuff in here, but out of everything I have, I felt like this was a key piece that definitely needed to be on display. Got the machete just kind of sitting up here. And here we have the Jason Voorhees display. Now I do want to expand into this more. I want to do some more work to this display case to make it a bit better, but this is what I can fit in here for the time being. We've got a shelf up there with the NES game. Kind of hard to see, but it's laying up there. Several hockey masks hanging. On that side we have an MKX hockey mask, the very first hockey mask that I painted, which was customized into a Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash mask. It's kind of dark in here, so I need to get LEDs for this case, but it's back there. Camp Crystal Lake sign. There's a Necronomicon in the back corner. The Freddy vs. Jason screen-used mold bust. The hockey mask and the eyes are down there. Here we have that Sam McCain Part 2, also by David and Laura Lady. The screen-used Jason Goes to Hell miniature. The Jason Goes to Hell cover artwork mask right in front of the coffin dummy Jason replica. All right, we've got several freestanding display cases here with all sorts of stuff inside. Signed masks by many different people. I'm sure many of you have already seen this on the channel before. Some pieces of screen-used robes. More signed masks, including the one that I took to the Jay and Silent Bob reboot. All sorts of cool, crazy stuff in here. We've got some demo tapes, sealed copy of Scream 2, all sorts of original media releases, another Scream 2 cast and crew fanny pack, the original Shriek mask rotting away, Randy Meeks' shoes. This goes to the costume, which of course is in a separate display case. And speaking of which, I guess we'll go back to this side of the room and we'll start off with this artwork here. Do some really cool fan-made artwork. Original Stab poster. This is a replica. This is another really cool piece of original artwork. Love it. And of course, Randy's original death costume from Scream 2. One of my favorite pieces. Definitely one of the coolest and most iconic in the entire room, in my opinion. Hopefully we will add more Jamie Kennedy worn Randy Meeks stuff in the future. Here's the entire cast and crew outfit from Scream 2. Screen used original Lakewood slasher killer costume from the MTV Scream series, right in front of a Wes Craven signed Scream 3 era promotional poster. Up here we have the Scream 4 special effects blood knife and VFX knife right next to a Wes Craven signed Scream 4 production mask. The original Jimmy animatronic Ghostface. The Scary Movie Ghostface is kind of hiding back here, but he's back here with the What's Up mask on, out of the real mold. One of the true original Stab posters. Really, really cool poster. One of my favorites. Really unfortunate size though. Pretty difficult to find proper poster frames for it. Got the Stab animatronic standee. Of course, all the original plaques here. And then, this is one of my favorite displays already. The Scream 6 mask display. Let's just take a minute to enjoy each one of these up close. Really, really love this set. Love the way they look all together. We've got some more stuff over here. Collector's Edition Zombie. Another Collector's Edition. This is the Ultra White Glow version. Of course, quarantined off from the rest. All along up here, we have original costumes. All sorts of original costumes going all the way to the other side. Here we have Scream 1 robe, Scream 2 replica robe, Scream 2 screen used robe. So this is the original robe that killed Jada Pinkett Smith. Changed up the stance on this one a bit. I kind of like this a bit more. It shows off the drapery on the arm really well. Pretty hard to get it on camera with all the lights and glass, but it is there. Of course, we've got costume bags and some different copies of Scream 2 down here. In this corner, we have the Scream 4 production prototype robe, unused, but was still made for Scream 4. Really cool. The Scream 2 screen used extras robe, also from the Stab Theater. So from the same scene as this robe, but clearly very different. Then we have one of the Ghostface decorations from Scream 4 in downtown Woodsboro and the Stabathon. There's just all sorts of stuff, guys. Honestly, still looking for more display cases. I've spent a lot of my time and money chasing after display cases that ended up being a huge waste of time, which has been very unfortunate, but I have gotten a few that ended up working out and were worth it. Here we have the Scream 5 and Scream Resurrection style mask. Up there, just some various other Ghostface pieces. And oh my goodness, at the store display of all of the Ghostface merchandise. So much. This is why I need more display cases. I feel like a lot of this could be more spread out, where you could really appreciate it and enjoy it more. Like there's an entire stack of magazines, you can't see any of those. There's also a lot of stuff that is hiding behind things in these displays. Like back there, there's the complete Scream collection with the EU mask inside, which is pretty cool and pretty notable, but it's kind of hiding back there just from a lack of space. Let's go through this display case. I put these tagged masks down a little bit lower so that people could actually see them and appreciate them. Some more fluorescents. And then we have some vintage masks and a few masks that were on set. The zombie was not. It's just a replica one that was done like one of the set used masks. All sorts of tags. Some of these are important, some of them not so much. Scream 2 and Scream 3 cast and crew hats. And some more vintage masks up here, as well as that being used in the Still Screaming documentary, that being used in Drew's show, and a Drew signed mask. Above this display, it's barely noticeable, but there is the Scream TV series Property Master cast and crew jacket in a small display case. All sorts of knives and machetes up here. And then we've got these droop hooded, instant disguise, all-in-one costumes, child-size mask and robe, and then just all sorts of masks. Some tagged, some untagged. I'm gonna say mostly tagged, but still pretty diverse. A lot of stuff. This is one of my favorite sections, the wall of metallics. Quite a few of them, but I am definitely still missing many. Up there we have more masks. Behind these masks, masks and masks and masks. The Dead by Daylight section, I love the way that this looks together. Some of the Scary Movie masks, not all of my copies, but some of the more vintage ones. These two are sample masks directly from the factory. Got the foam mask tagged. And then we've got both style of bling. These chrome and silver and gold masks. Some flag masks and a skelly face down there. Meet and greet towering treater. 6-foot ghoul. Jimmy inflatable. All sorts of stuff, guys. We do have some Handmade by Robots here, some of which are still at home waiting to be videoed, but there's actually quite a bit of this collection that I am missing. So a lot of Handmade by Robots I'll have to catch up with. However, for Royal Baubles, I'm looking pretty set. I think what you see here before you is the entire set of Royal Baubles. So super stoked about that. There's a lot of stuff hiding behind the Royal Baubles. All sorts of figures and stuff back there. Light sets. And then of course, the Bleeding Deluxe mask. Or Bleeding Knife and Deluxe mask, what am I saying? A Bleeding Deluxe would be very interesting. Some more figures and stuff like that. And then we have reached pretty much back around. Just give you guys some more view of it. So yeah, here we are. The Scream Shrine has been made real. Well guys, there you have it. This has been a ton of work. Just being able to disassemble all this, properly package it, bring it over here was a lot. But then trying to set it up, going to get more display cases, having to fix some display cases that got damaged along the way, it has been a ton of work. I've been working around the clock on this, so please understand I have not been away from content because I don't want to make content. I actually have wonderful news for you all as well. We got fiber installed. Beforehand, I had terrible internet. It would take me 12 to 14 hours to upload a 12 to 14 minute video. No exaggeration. Now, it's much, much quicker. I'm not going to say that we're going to be just putting out tons and tons and tons of content, but it will be much easier now, and who knows, we can maybe even finally do live streams. But yeah, beyond that, we will be back to making content again very, very soon, and I actually have went ahead and set up not just this space, but my home space as well. So it is now completely full of pretty much everything that you don't see here. It's a very different setup, but I still wanted to have something nice to shoot videos in front of, and also, don't worry guys, you will still see plenty of this place. I will have the ability to come up here and shoot videos in my free time. I don't know how often that will be, but I will definitely be coming up here to shoot Scream-related videos. This has been a truly incredible journey. There has been a lot of bumps in the road for sure, but overall I have had a wonderful time. I really appreciate all the friends that I've made along the way, and for all of you out there who have contributed to this collection in any way, whether it be gifting me something, you know, selling me something for a good deal, whatever, I greatly appreciate it, and I consider that you have helped this happen as well. So just seriously from the bottom of my heart, thank you all. I love you guys. I really don't know what else to say. I hope you enjoyed today's video. This is a big one. Hope this goes well. Hope to see many of you here in the future. Love you all, and see you next time.